Hello everybody out there, Chris here, and welcome back to another weekly comic book haul Friday. This week we've got a ton of books, got a lot of comments, but before we get into either of those, let's talk about some news. Zenescope Appreciation Week. It's gone on, and there is actually an announcement about Zenescope Week, and I would highly recommend you guys check out my vlog, which will tell you what that thing, or one of the things is. There's going to be more big news. I want to say it's going to come out soon, but we have to get we have to confirm certain things first, and then there'll be a major announcement there. As far as this channel goes, guys, unfortunately there probably won't be a morning stream this week, due to the fact that I'm so backed up on work, and it's been such a frustrating week that I'm probably going to sleep the morning away tomorrow anyway. Maybe it'll be on Sunday. As you can see, it's Friday. Friday's come and gone by the time you see this, and I've got to do this again. It's been a really trying week, so that's probably also going to move to next week, so we'll see. But other than that, that's really all I have for news. The recaps are definitely building up, that's for sure. However, there is a G.I. Joe thing that's going to be coming, fall of G.I. Joe. That's going to be in September, and I think that's when the G.I. Joe recap is going to start. So let's get into the books. First of all, this is a freebie. It is the size of a graphic novel. DC Entertainment graphic novel Essentials and Chronology issue 2014, volume 2. This is your guide to all the books that have come out of the Vertigo Comics, DC Comics. And if you need to timeline any of your books, guess what? Reading order. They actually give you reading order, and in the very beginning of the book, they actually give you little samples of what's in their trade paperback hardcovers, which I like, so I know what's inside and what I'm reading. Lots of interesting stuff here. If you're a collector and you need to know what story arcs are where, this is a freebie at your local comic shop. It's the size, like I said, of a trade paperback. And I like these especially because sometimes I'll look up stuff, like for example, let's say Mike wants to look up something Green Arrow related. Here's the Green Arrow category. That's your freebie. Really quick, last week we got Original Sin issue number 1. And that came with an incentive eyeball. We did not get it from Midtown Comics. However, I did get it from another shop. And we have our eyeball. That's the eyeball. It says Original Sin on the back. So we actually got 2. This one is the one we're displaying. The other one I put away. I always get 2 of everything. One I keep out to display, and one I put away. I leave it in its bag and do whatever. Basically mine and Michael's. Mine I keep in the bag. Michael's is the one we did display. Again, not from Midtown. We got it from another nice shop online. But we didn't have to. At least we didn't have to buy another Original Sin book. I think we only had to pay for the shipping, which was very reasonable. I can't remember the shop. That's why I'm not saying it here. Let's get into the books. These are the books. Lots of books. So, what we will be reviewing this week: Fantastic Four issue number 4. Batman Superman issue 10 is not Jay Lee, so I will be reviewing it. However, I did check to see if this was to be continued or the end. It does say not the end, but it is the end of the story in this book. I did get Batman Superman issue 11, stupidly, thinking that the story was going to continue, and if it's Jay Lee, I'm dropping it like it's hard, and I'm just not going to pick that book up until Jay Lee leaves. No offense to Jay Lee. Again, he has very nice artwork, but it is not comic book artwork. It does not belong in a Superman and or Batman book. The Walking Dead issue 127. I'm not going to give too much of a spoiler away, but the title, A New Beginning, it's a new beginning. It says it all. Look forward to this. In the indie review, not this Saturday, which we will be doing books from last Wednesday, but next Saturday. Green Lantern Corps issue 31. Now this I'm surprised. Superman Doomed One Shot, which is the first part of Superman Doomed. Then we have Action Comics issue 31, which is chapter 1. And we have Superman Wonder Woman issue 8, which is chapter 2. So in total, we have the first 3 parts to Superman Doomed. That's a lot of Superman for 1 week. I mean, I love Superman, but that's basically a small trade paperbacks amount of story right there for Superman. We have Batgirl issue 31. Will I stick with it after this issue? All New X-Men issue 27. Nightcrawler issue number 2. Really awesome cover. Then we've got the stuff you guys will be seeing in the monthly recaps. Grim Fairy Tales 2014 annual. Grim Fairy Tales, the Dark one-shot, Age of Darkness. Robin Hood Legend issue number 3. Going back to the big 2, we have Smallville Lantern issue number 2, continuing season 11. Batman Eternal issue number 6. Captain Marvel issue number 3, connecting to Guardians of the Galaxy. All New Ultimates. Let's see if I stick with the All New Ultimates after this issue. Future's End issue number 2. Sonic Universe issue 63. It's Michaels. Constantine issue 14, which is Michaels. Justice League United issue number 1. Deadpool issue number 28. And I decided to give Mike a number 1 that he might be interested in, and that is the Deadly Hands of Kung Fu issue number 1. With that is it for this week. I don't know why I put Walking Dead here and I put Zenescope on top. With that, that's it for this week, guys. So let's go into your guys' comments, starting from last week's haul. Spice Nug, nice haul, guys. I'd also like to buy the shirt out of a crossover between Spider-Man and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That'd be awesome. That would be actually awesome. Okay, Nick, Chris, first for Mike. Oh, another great haul, Chris. First for Mike, what if Punisher did a team up with Moon Knight outside of doing in Shadowland?
I think that would be an interesting story arc to read about.
Second, do you think when Jim Gordon meets up with Commissioner Forbes, he would either shoot him or give him a black eye? Black eye, he won't shoot him. Commissioner Gordon doesn't kill. At least not fellow officers, unless they're... you get what I mean. Third, what was the name of the Valiant event that happened earlier this year? I cannot remember, but I know what you mean. I don't know, but I think Harbinger War you might be thinking of. Fourth, did you know that besides Superman, Green Arrow, and Justice League International, Dan Jurgens did Captain America and Thor in the late 90s? Yes! I did know that. That's actually why Dan Jurgens left Superman, I believe, around 1998. He moved over to Thor, and from Thor he started doing Cap also, and that was the late 90s all the way through until the early to mid 2000s. So yeah, I know. That was the time where I wrote him and I kept saying I wish he'd come back to Superman. Fifth, what if Dan Jurgens did a run on Green Lantern Corps, and Detective Comics at different times? I'm reading all of them anyway, so that would be awesome. Then we have KDB123100, unless it's 123100. I recently just joined Midtown, mostly because my local shop workers are, I'm going to say, jerks. And I don't support a shop that doesn't respect the customers. Good for you. But when I had joined Midtown, I, of course, ordered Original Sin number 1, and I had no idea it was supposed to come with an I or something, as you had said. I had thought about requesting it in my next order, since I have a bi-weekly pull, but after hearing your last rant about Midtown, they may charge me shipping for something that's supposed to be free. Frontline Assemble. Yeah, they don't even have it. You could look it up on Midtown's website, but I didn't even see the eyeball to order. And usually, if you don't get it as a freebie, they charge you like $1.99. I remember when I got the extra Green Lantern rings, I bought 2. One for me and one for Mike. The second one ran me $1.99, and the shipping went up because these are considered merchandise, not comic books. and the shipping went from, I believe, $5.99 to $8.99, close to $11.99, depending on how many comics I got with the extra stuff. So if it's not free with the comic, I'd be very careful. It's Frank. Chris, I feel the same way about Garfield comics of the second story artwork. I know. I still buy the comic because I'm a Garfield fan. I love Garfield. If I didn't read it digitally, I would definitely get the physical copy. They also do the same thing with the second story artwork on the SpongeBob comics. I don't read SpongeBob. What do you and Mike like to see a video game being made into a comic book? I believe we answered this several times, but I know Mike wanted Tomb Raiders and he got it. Me, I think Dead Space, Resident Evil, I would love to see either of those made into a comic book at this point. That would be cool if Super Mario Bros., Legends of Zelda, and Earthworm Jim are all being made into comic books. I know it would be cool. Then we got Jay, Great Hole, Chris, and Mike. My eye is sitting on my desk. LOL. Creeps people out. I don't know what I'm going to do with this eyeball yet, but I'm going to do something funny with it. Yes, Charmed is set in the TV series universe. Now we're going into the Indie Review, episode number 31. Nick's the only comment here, and he says, first, where is Betty Ross? Good question. She hasn't been seen since the final issue of her series. Good question. Second, what if Spider-Man formed his own Avengers team like Luke Cage did? That will never happen. Third, who would win these fights? Colossus versus Titanium Man, Red Hulk versus Ironmonger, Hulk or Red Hulk versus Crimson Dynamo, Spider-Man versus Baron Zemo, Colossus versus Cross and Bones. In order, Colossus, Red Hulk, Hulk or Red Hulk, Spider-Man, and again Colossus. Fourth, what if Batman did a crossover with The Shadow? That would be a really awesome crossover, and I would absolutely love to see that.
They actually go the same path, so that would actually be something really cool. I didn't actually think of that.
Fifth, what if Hulk or Red Hulk fought Bane? Bane wouldn't be Bane anymore. He'd be broken into pieces.
The Hulk will break him.
DC Comics now. Nick again. First, do you guys have a top 5 favorite Batman villains? Not at the moment. Do you?
Not I could think of. I mean, villains?
Yeah, not off the top of my head.
Well, no, like Poison Ivy, Riddler, Penguin, Mr. Freeze, and the Joker. But they're
Joker,
in separate
Mr. Freeze,
overs.
Two-Face, Penguin, and
Scarecrow?
Scarecrow, yeah, fine.
Yeah. It's not in order, but
Yeah.
it's just...
Neither is mine. Second, can you think of a Batman character besides the Joker that you guys haven't seen in a while?
Oh, wow.
At the moment, no.
Well, Poison
Third,
Ivy, a little bit.
She's been in Birds of Prey, dude.
Oh, well,
Third, are you happy the Green Lantern crossovers are now having a good period of time between crossovers? Yes. Fourth, do you guys realize that Charles Soule currently writes 7 series? Didn't even think about that. And he listed all 7 series. Red Lanterns, Thunderbolts, She-Hulk, Inhuman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Swamp Thing, Death of Wolverine, and Letter 44. I did not know that. Hannah Berger, nice review, guys. Batman Detective sounds really interesting, but I'm not picking up any $3.99 books from DC Comics. Marvel at least gives me an extra code that I give to my friends. Let me tell you something, Hannah. I agree with how you feel about the $3.99. DC always said they're drawing the line at $3.99. However, you get more pages in Detective Comics. And number 2, when it comes to Marvel and their free codes, I wish Marvel would eliminate the free codes and bring their books down to $2.99. That's actually Marvel's excuse to charge you an extra $1, in my opinion. So I would like to see Marvel get rid of that BS $3.99. Oh, well, you're paying $3.99 for the digital code. Fine, keep the digital code. Give me the book for $2.99 instead. So I'm waiting for the trade paperback on those $3.99 books, which is going to take a year and a half. Still haven't read Death of the Family for that reason. Hannah, I would recommend Batman. Also, Batman's another really good series. It's worth the $3.99, honestly. You don't need a digital code to really enjoy Batman. Detective Comics, if you wish to do that, that's fine also. I mean, either way for Detective. But Batman, I would definitely say you should read the single issues. It's a lot of fun. But right now with 0 Year going on, wait till after 0 Year anyway. Mike T commented, Futures End #1 in my opinion was garbage. I read #2 already and it was so much better than #1. Terry was in it for 4 pages and then 4 other random stories, and I couldn't care less about. The part with Green Arrow's death was okay. The Grifter part was stupid. Don't care about Stormwatch. Batman Eternal is going strong, and you know me, I'm a huge Batman fan. But since I'm just getting into comics, there are a lot of people in the Bat family I didn't know about, i.e. Batwoman, Batwing. I don't know Dick and Damian. I didn't know Dick and Damian died, so thanks for crushing my dreams, Chris. By the way, there's a thing with Dick, Mike T. You might want to look into that. One of those 2 characters might not be dead, and the other one might be coming back soon. We're now on Marvel. Nick again. First of all, Villains Month one-shots. Do you agree the worst one-shots are Dial E, Court of Owls, Lobo, Joker, and Joker's daughter? Yes.
Yes.
Second, who would you like to see Carnage face off with next after Deadpool? Nobody. I want Carnage to go away for a while so that when he comes back, it's impactful. Bring him back an Amazing Spider-Man. Third, what do you think that Act 2 of Empire of the Dead is coming out? I have no idea what's to come for Empire of the Dead, but I've been loving it and I'm looking forward to it. Fourth, did you know that Earth 2 World's End is only 24 issues long? Yes, I found this out when we were doing the live show this past Tuesday. KBD123100, great review, guys. Only thing that I hate about Marvel is the damn covers. I hate leaving thumbprints all over my covers. I literally gotta wear gloves whenever I read my copies, LOL. I tell you, we should start a petition and send it over to Marvel. Their covers suck. Faulty Joe sent me a link, and he says, I've had positive experience ordering comic books on this website. I will definitely check it out, Joe. Thank you. Mike T again, loving Deadpool vs. Carnage so far. It's a good story for a miniseries. If it was any longer than 5 parts, it would be bad. Original Sin #1 was my 3rd pick of the week. 2nd was Batman Eternal, and Ultimate Spider-Man was my pick of the week. Miles is a good change of pace for me from Peter, who I'm reading in Amazing Spider-Man. My friend Jordan is the only one besides Mike who liked Iron Fist. Mom, you have some backup. Can't wait to see what you get for this week. And then he also commented, sorry, posted that comment in this before I finished the episode. I can't stand Cyclops, man. I want to read his book, but I can't do it. He's such a whiny B-word. Can't stand him. What do you and Mike think of all new X-Men? I really like it. Bringing in old Cyclops, Jean, and the original X-Men to stop new Cyclops, Magneto, and crew. That would be interesting, but I don't think that will ever happen. But I am enjoying all new X-Men. I would definitely recommend that book. And that's it for the comments, guys.
Well, you said me, and I agree with what you say about it. He said what our thoughts were on the all new X-Men. He said what were your thoughts on my thoughts? Yeah, I'm saying I agree with what you said with the statement. That's all.
And that's it, guys. Don't forget to check out Comic Related, Comic Frontline, and Zone4Podcast.com. Together we are your #1 source for comic-related news, reviews, and a whole bunch more. Outside the Pages return this week in It's a Podcast, so go check that out when you get the chance. Like I said, unfortunately, probably no live stream this weekend. Got a lot to catch up on. Got a lot of Zenescope Appreciation Week reviews to start working on, and yeah, so it's going to be a busy weekend, and next week's going to be a busy week too. Like I said, check out the vlog that I'm going to be posting on Comic Frontline. There's an announcement about Zenescope Appreciation Week in there. And just look forward to a bunch of stuff. Tomorrow night should be the indie review, unless I don't finish reading the books on time, which I doubt because I probably don't have enough time to read them. And then these will be out on Monday morning. Look forward to the Zenescope recap at the end of the month, TMNT, Star Wars, as well as Transformers. So, till next time, everybody, keep reading, keep collecting, and I will see you guys in the next review. Take care, everybody.